He's near. Oh God! Buddy, hi, it's me.
Hello Neighbour Search and Rescue. This is a game I have been freaking waiting for and is, finally coming out tomorrow. I'm here today to show you a little bit of an early look at this and to give you a little bit of gameplay, and on top of that I have a full gameplay video that is linked in the description down below if you just want to see some gameplay and figure it out for yourself. But today we're here to review this and take a deep dive into Hello Neighbour Search and Rescue. Now, this game here is another addition to the Hello Neighbour franchise of existing games that we already have out there, but there is one freaking difference, and that, my friends, is this is in virtual reality. Man, hey, that's good news for me, because this is a VR channel and I freaking love VR, so that's good. Now, this game focuses on a group of 4 children that are going to defeat the evil neighbor. Now, I don't actually know his name or if he has a name, but if he does, let me know in the comments down below. I am not up to date on my lore of the Hello Neighbour franchise, although I have played a couple of the games in the past in flat. Now, in this game, like I say, you play as these 4 kids, which gives you quite a unique scenario that we're going to go into in a little bit when we talk about the mechanics of this game. But as it goes for story, you're playing to get in there and infiltrate, I guess, and essentially unlock the door, which will release the secrets that you are desiring to find. Now, in order to do that, you need to find yourself 3 keys, and I think there's one additional key to a separate part of that as well, but I don't want to ruin anything. Of course, I'm going to do my best to keep this as spoiler free as humanly possible so that you guys and gals can go into this. Really, this is just about forming an opinion about what this game is. Now, one point I want to make right off the bat that is a little bit of a disappointing point: comfort options. There isn't a bunch of them in here. So if you are very, very sensitive to virtual reality, I'm here to tell you, number one, you should be okay. This isn't too much of an aggressive game in the sense of like movement styles or anything too unnatural. So you should be okay. But unfortunately for players like me who really thrive to have as little comfort options as humanly possible, there's not that option in this. Now, you can mess around a little bit with vignetting, and there is only snap turning. Now, I think this can be patched out pretty quickly, and I hope this gets patched out really freaking fast, as snap turning for me actually does the exact opposite. It kind of makes me feel a little funky. There's something about that unnatural that kind of comes with this. That's how you represent it, apparently. So that part definitely sucks a little bit. Now, is this any good on a Quest? That is a question I'm asking today because I've only been able to play this on the Quest. Now, it is going to be available for PSVR 2, PC VR, and for the Quest, but I can only get my hands on a key for the Quest, so that is what our focus is going to be on today, as it's the only platform I've played it on. Now, how does this run on the Quest? Honestly, pretty surprising. It runs very, very well. Not only that, but this is quite a chunky game. There's a lot going on in it, a lot of environmental stuff, and it handles it like a beast. So that sort of thing's very good. Graphically, does it hold up? Absolutely. Actually, I was very, very pleasantly surprised, and there's quite a number of times in this game I said exactly this sentence.
Damn, those lighting effects look actually pretty dope. I gotta say, this actually looks amazing. I really wanted to play this on the PSVR 2, but I couldn't get a key for it. But I did get a key for the Meta Quest. Still, that worked out okay, I guess. Damn, this looks... I'm actually surprised. I do want to see what this looks like on the PlayStation VR 2, but... Damn. Whoa! Girl, you mugged me off, mate. You're nodding at me. She's nodding at me after saying mugged me off.
I'm surprised. I didn't expect it to be as high a quality as the experience was, but actually it turns out to be pretty freaking awesome. So from that side of things, is it running good on a Quest? Yeah, this is really good, which means, honestly, if you're on PC or PSVR 2, I'm sure they're going to absolutely be swimming. Quest is going to be the ultimate test for this sort of thing, as it is a mobile platform at the end of the day. So if it's good there, it's going to be real good everywhere else. Now I want to dive into a bit of the game mechanics of this and why I kind of thought this was really honestly converted into a VR game very, very well. Now, in the past, as I've been in virtual reality for quite some time now, I can tell you there's been IPs that have come across to the VR world and really missed the mark. With this, I actually feel like they did a pretty damn good job of converting a flat game into a VR game and giving purpose and reasoning to everything that they did. The hiding mechanics in this work incredibly well. It's just a double button push, and honestly, you jump straight into the cupboard, bang, you're in there. What's kind of nice is it's not a double button push to get you out of there. The reason they've done that, I think, is just so that you can get in there very quickly. There's no fumbling, there's no sort of freaking around with doors or anything. It's just a case of double button push in there, neighbor, escape. Yeah, it's important. Well, mostly neighbor escape, unless he's one step ahead of you and he's seen where you've gone.
Whoa, look at this creepy fricker. Frick you, buddy. Just watching static. Am I supposed to have done that? I don't think I'm supposed to have done that. Hello. Ah! Not me!
Yeah, that happens. I've got to say though, with all that cupboard stuff, it really felt very good and immersive in the VR space, which can be missed very easily, but they did a good job with all of that, so thumbs up. The puzzles in this, of course, just similarly to all of the other Hello Neighbour stuff, done very well. Honestly, it's very, very clever. And the mechanics of this, the way that it works is you have the other children that you can swap between. So you pull out your microphone and you can switch between any of the children you wish to, including one planner, which stays up in the treehouse, and that allows you to see what one needs to do what, which I think is a very, very clever way of doing things. And then you can allocate that task to each of them that are set out between different sections of the house. The way that this works is occasionally you'll need to do something like grab a crowbar, put it through a hole in the wall so that one of the other children can come round, grab that crowbar and use it accordingly to escape things. So the puzzle elements of this have been done incredibly well, and it feels very fluent as you're going around, switching between the children, doing the different things that you need to do in order to, well, successfully win at the end of the day. So the puzzle elements of this, I've got to say, honestly, they've done a fantastic job. And again, they've done a really good job of incorporating it into a way that works very well in virtual reality. Something that so easily could have been missed and just done badly, but they really nailed it in my opinion. So good job for them on that. Now, each of the children is equipped with their own equipment. So you have a baseball bat that can smash through walls. You have like a spyglass so that you can see clues and stuff like that. You have a slingshot so that you can distract and also do some unlocking puzzles later in the game. And then you have a flashlight for those dark areas. So each of the children has been thought through quite well in what they're equipped with in order to work with the puzzle selections that they have to work with. Honestly, again, just another bit of really intelligent forethought that sort of locks in exactly what you need to do. You don't have another inventory system in this, so you really have the item that you can carry plus the specific item that you have for your child, and then the walkie-talkie on top of that so that you can switch between people, which I kind of liked because it added a little bit of a fear element where you're like, man, I don't want to lose this thing. I don't want to lose this thing. So you have to really get to that place where you need to be and do it in a smart and intelligent way. So the question here next is this a good port from flat to VR? Well, honestly, in my opinion, I've got to say, yeah, man, they actually really smashed this. I'm pretty excited to say this, and I'm very, very excited about this because of the fact that this is a huge IP in the flat gaming world, and now we're bringing this into virtual reality. It could have gone so wrong, and honestly, it's one of those instant turn-offs for a lot of people. I kind of hope this is the kind of game that's going to make people pick back up their headsets or get new people into virtual reality to experience this, as I know there are some super fans of the Hello Neighbour franchise. I think this is one to actually buy a headset for if you are really into this game. It's not going to disappoint, it's done really well, and I'm happy to confirm that this is a very concrete port from flat to VR. So massive win on that. I really hope this gets the attention it deserves, as like I say, this is a prime example of how you can show a flat gamer why they should step into virtual reality and the benefits of doing so in a game. Now, last up, the question I'm sure we're all asking at this point is, should I be buying it? I think if you've listened to most of this review, yeah. The only real negative that I can give you about this game is the lack of comfort options. I think that can be addressed with a singular update, so I'm not going to hyper focus on that. As it goes for everything else, I don't really feel like it needs any other digs put in it. Honestly, they've just done a good job of converting this. Very solid puzzles, very solid game mechanics, immersive, which I like. It gets to the point where you're actually getting freaked out about trying not to get caught and stuff. So although it's not like a scary game, it sort of gives you that immersive suspense where you're invested at the end of the day and you don't want to be caught. So would I suggest that you buy this? Man alive, if you are digging what I've told you so far about this game, then absolutely you should go pick this up for yourself. Of course, like I always say as a caveat with these things, these are only my opinions. Go check out a couple of other videos, see what other people are saying as well before you make up your mind. And also always remember you have a 2-hour window after purchasing virtually on any of these stores, whether it be PlayStation, Oculus or PC. You've got a couple of hours window. If you really don't like this game, you can return it. So don't be afraid to try this. Now, that's about it for this video. That's my review on this, and just letting you really know that this is pretty dope. Get this in your library if you're interested. Let me know if you do pick this up and if you enjoy it in the comments down below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me and I will do my best to answer them all. And other than that, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out. Goodbye.